Hello and welcome to the LinkedIn Couch. My name is Reg and...
I am Jo Saunders, your co-host.
Yes, indeed. And welcome to 2019. I hope your 2018 was awesome. I hope your break was good. We are talking 2019 though, aren't we, Jo?
Well, we are, and this is the first episode of season 2, because we work in seasons.
We do, as we, that's how it works now.
Yes. So this episode's all about getting your foundations right for next year. So it starts with goals. Setting goals for your LinkedIn presence, for your content, for your connections, for how you're going to build community, how you're going to build your character. So they're the 4 C's. I'm going to just...
Yes, go for it.
Yes.
So first one?
Well, let's just talk big picture. So what worked last year? Let's look back, because you want to look back, and you might have done a bit of this over the break. I certainly have. Over there. I've created a vision board. I've set my intentions for the year. I've got my word of the year. It's all very nice. But what am I going to do with that? How am I going to use LinkedIn to get to where I want to go? So for you, are you in the job market? Are you looking to change careers? Are you looking for, to step up the ladder? Are you looking for more clients? Are you looking to build brand awareness? So whatever it is you're looking for, get really clear on what is that goal for this year. So by the end of the year, you can look back and go, yeah, done it.
So these are marketing goals for the business.
Yeah.
So you're saying marketing goals can sort of tie into an individual profile.
Well, absolutely. And whatever your goals are. So say you're in business and you're looking for more clients. That's quite broad. But think specific. So how many new clients are you looking for? Or how many leads do you want to bring in? Is it a dollar thing you're going to measure? Is it something specific? So we've all heard of SMART goals, So be really specific, to work out exactly where you're going to go. Because if you don't track and measure, you won't get there.
You won't. Yeah, what you don't. Oh, there's a saying. What you don't measure, you don't improve, or don't
manage what you don't measure, or something like that.
Yeah.
We know what we mean. But anyway,
I sort of know what I mean.
Yeah. But get clear where you're going, because if you don't know, you're going nowhere.
That's right.
Or anywhere.
That's exactly right. So what are those 4 C's that we?
So I just went quickly.
Yeah.
But you've got your character, which is essentially your personal brand, and as it relates to LinkedIn, it's your profile. So what is your profile up to scratch? Does it meet? So whatever your goal is. So say it's a new job, it's a new client, it's just building a brand, your awareness. Does your profile, is it going to achieve that right now? And if the answer is no, if you're apologising for your profile, and if I said, Rach, great to be, I'm going to check you out on LinkedIn, and the first thing you say is,
don't go on my LinkedIn profile.
I'm going to go there. Now, you don't want to have that as your first thing you say. You kind of want to be proud of it, because your LinkedIn profile works whenever you're not. It's always on. It's always talking for you. So make sure it's on brand. Now, next week we're going to talk about auditing your profile, and we'll go into a bit more detail. So that's your profile. Make sure
next thing.
It communicates. Content. So content's a big part of your presence, because if you've got a great profile, you're not using it, you're not producing any content, that thought leadership, that expertise, how do people know what you do, and how can they engage with you? So what are your goals around content? Are you going to produce so many blogs a year? Are you going to produce so many videos? And videos where it's at this year. You really need to bring video into your marketing.
So we need to consider that.
And Reggie's the guy. He's going to be talking a lot more about video over the next few episodes, so tune in.
Indeed.
And go back as well, because we've had previous episodes to help you really get good with video. How to get started, how to get over those blockages and all that sort of stuff.
Little hints and tips.
Yes. So video, content, imagery, all those things. What kind of content, how often, all this. So set some KPIs around that. Community. How are you going to build community?
3, community.
That's 4. Number 4 is community.
That's 4.
It is.
It is 4.
What did I miss one? Did I miss connections?
No.
Maybe I didn't. I don't know. So community is that, how are you going to build community? How are you going to bring people to you? So you're essentially creating your own community with your connections. You become a go-to person for the thing you do, which is where content comes in.
So are you talking specifically groups?
Well, groups is one part of community. So
right.
Groups on LinkedIn were a little bit dead and deserted, like a desert island over there. You don't visit all that smelly auntie.
That cat lady you just walk past.
You just go, oh, what do I get there? But now they've had a bit of a rehash, and they've stripped back a lot of functionality, but they're getting a bit more attention, a bit more visibility. And some people we've chatted to, particularly one of our guests that's coming up, she's using groups to reach out to a particular group of people.
Yeah.
So that's great. But the other C, I think I did skip over it now. I'm thinking about it, because I talk about all this all the time, and I feel like it's in my head, but I don't think I've voiced it. But the other C is connections. So set some goals around how many people you're going to connect to, over a month, over a week, over a year. Do you want to grow your network? And I'm not talking spammy, get to 30,000 connections in 2 days. I'm talking about being strategic. What kind of people do you want to connect to? Who are they? And set some goals around it so that you're progressively connecting and connecting to the people you meet.
Yeah.
So if you come to one of our LinkedIn local events, make sure that you connect to the people that you meet. Simple as that.
Absolutely.
So that's the 4 C's. So I guess the action from this episode is just to sit down and get clear. Get that clarity around where are you going? Where have you been? What worked? What didn't work? What do you want to do this year? And then next week when you tune in, we'll go into how to audit your profile so that you can actually make some...
But if you don't mind, what you really should do, one of the things you should consider doing is Joe's 7-day LinkedIn challenge. That will get you started, won't it?
It sure will. So if you want to fast track and just get going, each day over 7 days, once you subscribe, you just get the next piece of content to work you through your building your LinkedIn presence and just getting it up to scratch.
So ideally within 7 days you could have something that's up and running that was you're a little bit more proud of than you had before.
A little bit more proud of, yes.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. But if you're cringing right now and thinking, please don't look at my LinkedIn profile or it's gathering dust, then you need to do this challenge. And it's free, so why wouldn't you?
Exactly right.
It's my gift to you.
It's a free gift to help you get started. All right, so that's pretty good. So we've pretty much covered the 4 C's: character, connection, community, and why do we keep forgetting one? What did I forget?
It's the one that kind of involves video.
Content. I think my brain's only big enough to hold 3 things.
Yeah, well, there is that power of 3.
There is.
Magic number.
There we go. So hopefully that will spark some sort of action to get your LinkedIn profile, because I really do believe that LinkedIn is going to be a big player this year. It's going to change dramatically with native video last year. I think that we're bringing in a live video at some stage. It's going to change dramatically. So get on board.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for next week's episode where we would sort of dive a little bit deeper into strategies and how you can achieve those goals. And if you have any questions or any content ideas you want us to talk about going forward, please feel free to get in contact. Follow us, like us, share us. What do you do on LinkedIn? You subscribe to us. You can follow the hashtag, follow us.
Follow is not subscribe. You'll get the language one of these days. But do follow the hashtag. Hashtags on LinkedIn you can follow, which means that when anybody's talking about LinkedIn Couch, which is probably just us actually, you'll get our content in your feed provided you're connected. So just make sure you follow the hashtag.
Yep, great idea. All right, thank you for watching. We will see you next week.
We sure will.